China was having the time of its life, dumping its products in America, bullying its ASEAN neighbors, claiming South China Sea as its own, and violating its borders with India. Suddenly, two important geopolitical events occurred. Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of India in 2014, and shortly after, Donald Trump became the US President. Together, they destroyed China's dreams of world domination. As Trump made China pay through its nose with his trade wars, Modi banned hundreds of Chinese apps and inflicted disproportionate casualties on China when the latter decided to test India's strength. Now, Trump is not the US President, but Modi is still the Indian Prime Minister, and China is trying to test India's patience. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group, and I am Rohan Sachdeva, your host for the day. Let's begin. One direct consequence of Joe Biden's rise to power has been an uptick in Chinese belligerence. Chinese President Xi Jinping rejoices how Biden has pursued the policy of complete tolerance towards Chinese aggression. China has been trying to terrorize all its neighbors, be it Japan or the island nation of Taiwan or the Philippines. The US President, however, has remained silent in the face of growing Chinese aggression, and therefore Xi has now taken the big risk of provoking India. Jinping is now pushing his luck too far by trying to act belligerently in the eastern Ladakh region, with the Indian Army and the Chinese PLA have been locked in a standoff for almost the past 1 year. As per the latest Indian Express report, China has refused to pull back its troops from the friction points, Hot Springs, Gogra Post, and Depsang Plains. As per the report, a highly placed source said that the Chinese had earlier agreed to pull back troops from Patrolling Point 15 and Patrolling Point 17A in Hot Springs and Gogra Post, but later refused to vacate the area. In the recent Corps Commander level talks between the two militaries on April 9th, China said that India should be happy with what has been achieved. China's refusal to pull back troops from the friction points in order to restore the status quo ante is definitely an afterthought. In fact, troops from both sides have disengaged at the more tense areas, north and south banks of Pangong Tso, as well as the Kailash Range. Even at Patrolling Point 15 and Patrolling Point 17A, China did bring down the number of troops from company strength to platoon strength. However, looking at the Biden administration's incompetence and failure to react against Chinese transgressions in the entire Indo-Pacific, Xi Jinping might as well have thought that this is the perfect opportunity to go back on his word by stalling the disengagement process. Yet, we ought to say that Xi has got carried away this time. He is riding his luck a bit too far, and in the Chinese strategic circles, there is a serious miscalculation about India's ability to defend itself in the face of sheer belligerence. India is not going to be worried about how the Biden administration is going to act. As such, Indian troops are capable of giving a bloody nose to the Chinese PLA troops, regardless of American diplomatic support or the lack thereof. India has also started preparing for all eventualities. The army formations at the ground level have been told that the FOL, or the fuel, oil and lubricant dumps all along the Shyok Valley roads have to be dug down. There is also an instruction to build the necessary infrastructure, so if tomorrow any firing starts, you can't be caught in the open. So, if things escalate, India would embarrass the paper dragon all over again. Only last year, China suffered heavy casualties during a bloody face-off on June 15th. Yet Xi, who was emboldened with easy successes after Biden's accession to power, is pushing the Chinese PLA troops into their own downfall.